Hey everybody, want to do a quick video ATC about those comments. Did a video about the young lady on the screen, rest in peace. The video title, as you can see, she wanted to give her baby daddy, her baby's dad, a chance to be a dad. What happens next is sad. Let's go ahead and get to it. And here's a comment. We can all agree to disagree. So Overstand 3928 says, he probably told her not call police, not to call the police. He probably let her call the uncle. Please stop victim blaming. This right here, another reason why when these, especially in the black community, when these single mothers get into a bind, this is why nobody wants to get involved. And then some tend to think, oh no, people are being mean to me. Nobody cares. People don't understand. No, people understand. You don't understand self-worth. How is it victim blaming? See, these are decisions. These are decisions. Did you not see in the video where her cousin said, once you're out, stay out? But oh no, I want to give him a chance. The man has created a fatherless home. Why didn't it work out the first time, sweetie? That's the problem. And people, as my friend said, he said to me, I said, I noticed you didn't say anything about that lady, the baby mama situation. He said, oh no. He said, no, because what? He said, I didn't say anything because why? He said, she's protected. I said, I'm a pretty vocal. It's like, no, 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 no. Don't say anything because she's protected. You say something, boom. And this is the same thing. So we want to act like that part of our decision making is not causing this. Her cousin again said, once you're gone, stayed gone. So chances are, if she'd stayed gone, she would probably still be here today, but she had to go back. If she'd stayed gone, we'd probably still be here today. Is it victim blaming? It's the decisions that women are making. We don't want to talk about that part. We don't want to say it's the decisions that they made. You would think women are born here with a dusting, and I guess like you a Siamese twin or something, and you just can't get rid of them. These are decisions that are made. That is why many women right now, you got women sitting up living in cars with children. You got so many black women evicted, and that's why a lot of them right now are living in cars and in shelters. Nobody wants that energy because guess what? That's the whole thing. You can't critique it. So what we do is that we just sit back and just, oh well, watch it happen. That's what people do. I get it. Sit back, watch it happen, and then when they come, oh hey, this happened to me and my 4 kids. Nobody wants to hear about it. Nobody wants to deal with it. Why? It's the decision that you made. And nobody wants to tell black women that because next thing you know, uh-oh. Victim blaming. She's a victim of her own decision. I'm sorry to tell you. Did you not hear the cousin say, once you're out, stay out? But oh no, I want to give my father figure. And look what, Lord have mercy, honey. If black women have this delusional thinking that these men are going to turn around and love you and support you and build a family with you and get married and get a job and have a picket fence. When have they ever as a collective? If you did, you wouldn't need Zaddy. And Zaddy, they're cutting out on benefits. What would we do as a collective for so many if they snatched up and trust me, it's going to be snatched up, the EBT voucher? But yet still, keep on currency to poverty. It's things like this here, victim blaming. No, this is a decision that she made. And nobody wants to tell black women. I'm going to tell you. Did the man bust in the door and come on in? I'm gonna give him a second chance to be a father. Well, he showed you what he thinks about you and fatherhood. Tried to unalive you by shooting you in the head, and then unalive himself. But you can give him a second chance. He about to give you your last chance in your life in front of you and your child. A decision that was made, but nobody wants to tell black women to go ahead and pretend like, I guess she ate some biscuits, and that's what happened. A decision that was made. That is why, again, when you see these circumstances, no one's trying to hear about little Nikita and all of them showing up with this cheering. And I'm sorry, I don't blame them. Nobody wants to deal with that dust. These are decisions. Like my homegirl, married, divorced. one child, that child is grown on its own. No one's trying to hear about, well, she has a 5 bedroom house, 4.5, and no one wants to take you and your kids in. That's the decisions that we're making. So victim blaming, if someone keeps on driving a vehicle, they got a vehicle, this the third vehicle. What happened to the last two vehicles? Oh, the person decides to run the red light. And what happened? The vehicle got crashed out. Oh, okay. So you had two vehicles before and you ran the red light, and both time the vehicles were totaled out. And you on your third. Can I borrow your ride? Hell to the no. Why? Decisions. Is it the lights that changed? You don't know what a red light means? Yellow means slow down, red means stop, green means go. You keep on going on red and wonder why that's happening. Then you wonder why nobody wants to let you borrow a vehicle. There was a black man. He had it going on for himself, and he dated black women. Baby mama popped up on the job, and he didn't want to date her. I think a wise decision: don't mess up where you eat. Then she started some drama. Everybody saw through it. Lady, he just still want to date a baby mama, and I understand it. Why? Especially when word out because you're running your mouth, which is a good thing, I guess, for him. You got some street dude. And I forgot to him before. I said, listen, you need to really kind of watch your back. This guy, youngster I knew, sister girl had, was it 3 or 4 kids at a young age? And she was trying to find a father for her children. Then things not going the way she wanted. She started some drama. Oh, now you want to start out of the blue because all of a sudden you're on a few dates and I guess there was some quick bedroom action a couple of times and now he ready to go. That's the decision that she made, sweetie. You too quick to get to you got a whole lot of baggage there. You are too quick to get to the bedroom. So what does she do? She started wanting to get physical and call the police. And I said, up, stop right there. I said, you said a bit about it. And I said, that's what it is. I said, she's angry, she's hurt. You sitting up here, you have a good job, a good career. She wants you to take on that responsibility. He goes, yeah, I know. He's like, man, he's like, we just started kicking it. So now she wants to act violent and go crazy. I said, whatever you do, don't put hands on her. I said, she started showing up at the apartment. He's off work here. She just want to get loud and put some hands on him. I said, you're going to have to play this real cool. If you see her, don't even have to call. Just call the police. Get a restraining order. Get a restraining order. I said, he's like, yeah, she done showed up twice. Wanting to fight. Hit him upside the head. And I said, see, you're human. So she keeps on hitting you and slapping you. You're going to go ahead. You might just push her back and she fall down. Uh-oh. You the black man. You know what's going to happen. What if nobody's filming? Your word against hers. Next thing you know, you arrested. You might lose your good paying job. You might lose your good paying job. Then what? The decision that you made. The decision that you made. You want to have a quick good time, and you did that. The decision that you made, now look, you're regretting it. Young with early 20s with 4 kids. Dang. So now, even though you haven't done anything major to it, it's been a quick, I mean, we might be on date number two, if that, two or three, if that. Now, all of a sudden, she sees how you can help her. She sees where you live, nice apartment. You've done nice area. All this can come tumbling down because of the decision that you made. So now she wants to show up and she wants to start fighting. I said, oh yeah, she wants to call the police on you, get you arrested. The next thing you know, you might lose your job. Then what? The decision that you made. So when you see, you get a TRO, temporary restraining order. When you see her, don't even get out the car. I don't care how she come talking to you crazy. She's causing a scene. People looking at you, cursing and all of that. She's she started fighting, hitting on him. I said that right there. She wants to get you arrested. That's what she wants to do. Now the baby daddies, them probably some thugs are in jail. Where are they? She never talks about them because these Negroes been gone, gonna drop the package and gone. So she sees a come up and looking at you. Who young as well want to take on something like that? The decisions that he made, the decision that she made. You got 4 kids. Girl, busted out a window with What was it? With some cardboard on one of them, on one of the windows. Can't get the window replaced. The decision that she made for kids. Now you trying to find us another black man that you see got it going on. Time down with you, girl. The dude is running. I told him to run. I said she wants to get you arrested. The decision that he made got in there. The decision that she made, and I don't know if he saw it coming. Now you know. So now how you gonna move forward? Whatever you do, I said, you see her. I don't care if you got to run to your apartment. Call the police. She's showing up, slapping because he ain't calling her back, slapping and hitting him. Oh, okay. Now you want to threaten to do things. Oh, okay. The decision that she made, now she wants somebody to clean that up. Oh, victim blaming. No, it's a decision that she made. This community is very good at accountability. We don't want that. And most people are. But we got that part down. He probably let her call her uncle. Well, who let him in the door? Who let him back in her life? We don't want to talk about that. Again, another reason why when you have these ladies with these kids, a lot of people not showing. I'm not either. Oh, that would have stirred my peace, honey. What you talking about? That's why nobody wants to get involved. The decisions that were made. But if you say that, people go ahead. Well, a victim. This lady is a victim of her own decision making. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know. Again, who signed up to be a baby mama this day and age? This day and age. Kevin Lee 8477 says, simply said, notwithstanding your comments on the perpetrator and the victim, the police rarely stop crimes in progress. They simply apprehend the offenders slash suspects after the execution of the crime. Perhaps the young lady was sensing the end, wanted a familiar voice, someone trusted to cry out to for help. Interesting. Very sad indeed. There aren't enough police in the world to fix the core problems we have. I agree. And that's a good point. They apprehend the offenders after execution of the crime. And if she sensed the end, quick question. I find it hard to believe that, given what he did, that this guy has not shown violence before. Why would you let the man back in your life? We don't want to talk about that. Trying to make these men something that they aren't. A decision was made to give him another chance. True Son for Life says it's sad. This is the type of birth control they choose to practice. It works. And it's still not working. Dude, you can get with these dudes, have the child give birth. He might turn around and you might turn and get murked by your baby daddy and still gonna take the chance. Little lady 1770 said, Uncle told my nephew to tell me, stay away, he's a beater. She said, pregnant and all, I walked away. And guess what? She's still breathing today. Why? That's the decision that she made. What if she been one of those? Oh, you can't tell. Well, you don't know him like I do. He doesn't want me to be happy. You don't know him like I do. Just like women can read women, like I told old boy about the young lady. You see her, just call 911. She hitting you, pushing you. You're only human. She wants you to do something so she can go ahead and say, he hit me, he hit me. Call the police. Don't fall for it. Pregnant and all, I walked away. And guess what? She's here breathing today. Gee, I wonder why. A decision. Well, I'm gonna stay and just see. He ain't beat me yet. Well, he did beat me last Tuesday, but that's the last Tuesday. We a whole other Tuesday ain't got beat yet. Okay. That's what some women do. He just had a moment making excuses. Delusional. See, when you face reality, like a little lady said here, and it's a sad thing too, some women can't walk away self-esteem. I think some of these domestic abusers, they got a mental hold on these women. I just can't understand. It has to be a mental hold. That self-esteem. What are we teaching our daughters? So this lady, I want to give him a chance to be a daddy. Well, guess what? Now the 2 year old has seen him, the child in the home, the 2 year old has seen him shoot, unalive the mother, and unalive himself. Now, look, I'm sorry to say this, and it's not victim blaming. Put it where it is. Nobody wants to tell black women is, I'm going to tell you, stop this shit. They're killing your ass. Making me mad. I tell you, because I look, you better stop this darn delusional mess. Sitting up here. You got a picket fence, child. Now with a dust up in there, you got some bullets coming your way. She wanted to give her baby's dad a chance to be a dad. Well, guess what? What he has given you and your child is trauma, a near death experience. We don't know how this young lady gonna turn out. Could be brain dead or vegetable. But she gave that Dusty a chance. Why are you believing in dust? Black women, stop putting your trust in dust. Why you keep believing in this crap? They already show you. But oh no. Okay. She want to give her baby dad a chance to be a dad. Look what he gave the child. 2 years old. Child just screaming. Seeing a mama shot in the head, then he kills himself. Who let him back in her life? The cousin said, when you're out, stay out. No, I'm gonna go on back. Are you that lonely? We don't want to face that the child is the victim. I'm sorry. This lady made a decision. Again, you wonder why a lot of black women with kids are sitting up here homeless? People are tired. They know these dust buckets and black women still don't get it. Still living it has to be, in my opinion, speaking in general, it has to be some kind of you're not dealing with reality. It's delusional. How many baby mamas are we gonna hear? Well, I got pregnant and I thought he was, girl, bye. He was gonna do the right thing. Girl, bye. Really? You thought that? When have they ever, as a collective, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I didn't think he was, yeah. Okay. Again, little lady, she made a decision. Pre- Pregnant and all, I walked away and still here. She just said, well, he ain't beat me yet. I'm gonna stick around and see. And you have to have women's intuition. Guess what? Black women have a love for black men that is under, it's kind of scary. No matter what they do to you. It could be a bad dude. As long as he whack. As long as he whack. I ain't worried about that. Okay. So they start playing rat-a-tat-tat with a baseball bat. A bullet start flying. Give him a chance to be a dad and look what happened. You done already made the escape. Now look at the trauma. Now she's in a hospital. Who's going to take care of her children? What if she needs therapy? A decision was made. But we can't talk about that. Victim blaming. This lady is a victim of her own circumstance. You don't know what kind of dude it is? I bet he said a whole lot of mean words. We're going to go ahead and ignore it. Smile for the camera. Everything's fine. So again, that's why when in these situations, people aren't showing up. Oh, let's go. No, people are tired. They're not showing up. They are not showing up. Law Brown said, interesting how these preferences still get the same black men other dark black women get, in some cases, if not worse. Drinking a Kool-Aid, delusional Kool-Aid. I'm going to teach him how to love me. You got to love yourself. Yes. ITR 1794 says, quote, you're not going to never win. Don't let him in. Exactly. Yes, ma'am. Teach your daughters. I'm going to let him in one more time. Well, she let him in. Look what happened. Give him a chance to be a dad. Is it possible that the real deal is you're really lonely for a man? I just wonder. Is that the real thing? Is it really about being a dad? Or some women lonely for a man? Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Interesting point here. A random woman says her cousin is probably more likely to believe her and be a better witness than a 911 operator. There are too many stories of how people in need of help are doubted by the 911 operators. From my experience with 911 operators, some were problematic with reporting criminal activities. One or two operators had complained of how many times I had called on the gangs in my street and around, and those need to be fired. Need to be fired. Can you imagine how her cousin Papa can't sleep at night, hearing the gunshots? Can you imagine the last conversation? You don't think that'll affect that man? Can you imagine? Chagall 0926 says, "Oh, and I have a Chagall print. Ooh, I wish it was signed by the artist Marc Chagall. Ooh, I wish it was. I mean, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I went to the estate sale. Different video. Yeah, it's a print from the, what is that museum in France? Is it Louvre in France? Someone have that checked out. Anyway, says, this is going to get worse and worse. Why in the hell would she even consider bringing a child in the world with a man like that? Decisions! Let me guess. She's a victim, yes, of her own decisions. She could have brain damage. I know that's my concern too. Ugh. Which will make her incapable of taking care of herself, much less a child. I'm tired of this. It's a broken record, like a broken record. Hello. Hello. No accountability. The decisions that are made, and they just keep on doing it over and over again. The cousin said, "Once you're out, stay out." Well, quick question: why did she have to get out in the first place? I'm just curious. Why did she have to get out in the first place? Speaks volumes. Uniquely, Vicky says the best thing to come from this tragedy is the Dusty is no longer here to wreak havoc on anyone else. Exactly. But look, he had left a trail of dust, dangerous dust. Again, another reason why people do not want to take in, and it's sad, in the black community, these fatherless homes, the result of fatherless home, a single mother and their children. Look what one dust bucket has brought. So the 2-year-old just traumatized. Now the mother shot in the head in the hospital. Could be brain dead. Might be a vegetable. We don't know what's going to happen. Might need therapy, as if 2 day therapy is going to work. Let's look at what this one Dusty has brought. So now someone needs to step in and take care of the 2-year-old. Again, it's like a broken record. Decisions. Let's look at what is wrong. And let's talk about victim blaming. No, she's a victim of her own decision. So because of her decision to go back, let this fool back in, because of her decision to go back, jeepers, look what's happened. Let's see, what do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Her decision to go back. She wanted him to quote a chance to be a father. Yeah. So her decision to go back. Now we have a 2-year-old traumatized. Now her decision, letting him back in, she exposed herself. Yeah, because he's in your space now. The contaminator got let in. Look at the contamination. Now she's sitting up here, Lord have mercy, shot in the head. So much of him wanting to be a father. Now she's, Lord have mercy. Let the contaminator in, so now she end up shot in the head, child traumatized, cousin on the phone. hearing this go on, a traumatizing phone call he's received, then hearing the shots, hearing the child scream. Now someone has to take care of this 2-year-old child, and now she's in a hospital. Uh-oh. I wonder if someone's going to have to call her job. She might be out for a minute, again, shot in the head. What if she's a vegetable? What about her sick time? Vacation time? And you do know, a lot of companies, when they see, when they're doing layoffs, a thing, they start to trim the fat. They start to look at who's not in the office, taking off a whole lot of days. You might be the first one on the list. I just told a friend of mine that. I said, ooh, I said, so and so, that person taking off like that. I said, there's a layoff. Don't be surprised. Be the first one to go. Boom. 2 days later, somebody already got it. Taking off. Told you. So look, if she's in the hospital, who do you think, especially in our community and with the economy, who gonna sit up there and keep paying her rent or her mortgage? Probably paying her. Who gonna sit there and keep paying her rent? This woman might have put herself, might be in the hospital so long, might have to learn how to talk again, may not be able to go back to her old life, may not be able to walk or do her last job, might lose your place to live. Who do you know in BC? We got money like that just to go ahead. Well, I'm gonna keep on paying her rent and utilities. You might lose your place to live, baby. Yesterday was April 1st. Hope you paid your rent already. Then what about, are you going to be together, able to resume your normal life? Might lose your whole place. May not be able to raise your child. Now someone got to sit up here, see about your place and your child. Family got to now come see about you. All because what? You let the contaminator in. And that's facts. Look at all of this. One dust bucket. All of this. Yes, I agree with this comment. Artemis underscore J said, given her age, that generation was taught to always protect the black man before calling the police. You can't make this issue up now. Oh, yes. We don't want the black men in jail. And look, and there's some, yes, protect them at all costs. That's exactly it. Well, even though he went upside the head, next time, can you try to duck? Girl, you better learn to stick and move, stick and move. Don't make him mad. Decisions. That's the problem with this community. We victim blaming? No. The victim here, I hate to tell you, let me tell you who the victim is. The victim is the child and the cousin and all the family members who have to all of a sudden rearrange their lives to try to assist in this mess. The woman, she's a victim of her own decision, honey. Sorry to tell you, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to say what she made a decision. Keep trying to tell you. That's why a lot of black women sitting up here. I'm gonna say it again like a broken record. Just keep this in mind. With these children, deal with these dusters, and you could be a good person. But see, the world is watching. They see, you know, these men, they see him to circle back and then come back. Nobody wants to deal with. He's an irrational human being. But see, baby mama may not know that. Or maybe she does, she stays away. But the fact that you have his child, ooh, he might show up, ooh. That's why people are not getting involved. Some people are not getting involved. They're like, nah, he might show up. So baby mama could be a good woman, reduced to sleeping in her vehicle. This woman right here thinks she's in a hospital, shot in the head. You can't tell him nothing. Now a minute one got to find out the hard way. He really doesn't love me. He hates me. You think when he left you to raise the child by yourself, you should have known then the man didn't give a darn. But oh no, we got some delusional black women. S. Wiseman said the brainwashing is deep. Child, it's yes, it's Titanic deep. I can't tell you how many women I've heard utter those words. My child needs a dad. Look what happened. I'm going to give him a chance. Yep. And he trying to unalive you. And then proceed to make him look good in the child's eyes, knowing full well he's brought nothing but struggle, death, pain, and suffering. My child needs a father. And look what's happened. The man said, once you get out, stay out. I'm going to go back. Victim blaming. She's a victim of her own decision, but hey, people going to do what they want to do. People are going to do what they want. Victim blaming. No, she made a decision. But we can't tell black women that, so just go ahead and just be quiet. That's the problem. You need to wake up. Blame the victim. She was already gone, and she went back. A decision that she made. You don't know what you're dealing with? When a man leaves you with a child or hand on your own, honey, that's all that. I don't know what more the hell you need. When he abandons you and your child, he don't give a six I tell you about. He don't give a shit about you. But go ahead and be delusional. He loved me. You don't even love your damn self. I will be putting up with this crap. How about that? We're so quick to maybe when a man deserts you to raise a child by yourself, it speaks volumes, whether you want to face it or not. I would not be surprised that this man is violent before. You're not going to tell me he wasn't to go to this extreme. So he showed up there. I'm gonna give him a chance to be a dad. He showed up there and look. He came with a gun. Where do you think the gun probably? I would imagine. So I can't really say that. Let's just say I'm assuming he came with a gun. I'll say that. I'm gonna give him a chance to be a dad, and that man showed up over there. Give him a chance to be a dad, huh? Where'd the gun come from? I wanted to say it's highly probable that he came with it. Gee, why would he come to a gun? Is a gun required to be a dad? He probably was sick of her when she called him. And probably thought, I'm sick of this so-and-so. I'm going to put an end to this once and for all. Why would he come with a gun? Where'd the gun come from? Let's say if it was her gun. Let's say if it was her gun. Why would he go and get it? Is a gun required to be a dad? He probably was mad at her for showing up. I'm sick of this so and so. I'm gonna show once. I'm sick of this so and so. Sick of this so and so. Sick of the big calling me. Enough for you to call your cousin 911. He won't let her call the police. Why you had that fool up in there? We don't want to face it. Nobody wants to tell back or anything. Like my homeboy said, oh no, you said anything, she's protected. Protected with ignorance. We don't want to face it. A decision. So when you find these young women with all these cheering, 11 million cheering showing up here, and people don't want to deal with it, I'm sorry, I understand. I won't either. Put yourself in danger. A decision. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. What are we teaching our daughters? Obviously, we're not giving them the message that there are a whole bunch of deadly dust buckets out there, and I'm out.